Ready to learn some basic settings for your crossfader? Hello everyone, I'm Joni from Pioneer DJ, and in this lesson, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to set your crossfader for different mixing and scratching techniques. And I'm going to be showing it to you using the DJM S5 2-channel scratch style mixer, but these settings can also apply to different Pioneer DJ gear. The S5 is equipped with the latest generation Magvel Fader Pro, not only giving you the smoothest and slickest fader movement, but includes a feeling adjust knob to add or remove tension on the fader. So let's start with the feeling adjust knob. This allows you to control the amount of friction on your crossfader. Low tension is great for scratching, allowing the easiest fader movement. However, having it all the way down can sometimes cause the fader to bounce back on very easily. High tension is great for mixing and beat juggling using the crossfader, but too much friction can make fast and precise scratch moves more challenging. Find the right setting that works for you. Sometimes you may prefer a different setting for a different technique, or you can find the balance between low and high tension. So next, let's talk about crossfader curve, and we'll start with a shallow crossfader curve setting. On the S5, let's set the crossfader curve to shallow by holding Shift and clicking FX Cut 2 on channel 1. If you're not using the DJM S5, your crossfader curve settings might be different. It might be in the software or in the front of the mixer. A shallow curve sets the crossfader to a gradual volume curve that gives each channel distance before it goes to full volume. This setting is great for smooth and gradual mixing using the crossfader. If you want more control over the fader, increase the feeling adjust knob to a high tension. While this setting is great for mixing, it's not the best for scratching. Now let's talk about the sharp crossfader curve. On the S5, we can set this by holding Shift and clicking FX Cut 3 on channel 1 till it blinks. Once again, the controls for this setting might be a little different on your gear. It might be in the front of the mixer or in your software. Instead of a gradual fade in volume, this setting allows the channel to cut in with a short distance. Notice it goes to full on with just a short movement of the crossfader. On, off, on, off. This setting is great for scratching, allowing you to cut your scratch samples on and off quickly with short movements. This setting is also great for beat juggling. While it's not an ideal setting for mixing with the crossfader, DJs often keep the sharp setting on and mix with the channel faders instead. This allows you to keep your crossfader settings the same while using the channel faders as your dedicated faders for mixing. Decrease the tension on your feeling adjust knob for faster and precise cutting. Increase the feeling adjust knob to prevent the fader from bouncing, especially during beat juggling or scratch mixing. Now let's talk about crossfader reverse. On the S5, you can access this by holding Shift and clicking the FX1 Cut 1 button until it blinks. Again, if you're not using a DJM S5, the location of this control might be different. It might be in the front of your mixer or in your DJ software. This setting reverses the direction of your crossfader. Channel 1 turns on towards the right, and channel 2 will turn on towards the left. This setting is useful for 2 reasons. It allows you to scratch on the opposite side of your dominant hand with the fader in the same direction as your dominant hand. Without a reverse setting, the crossfader would be oriented in the opposite direction of your hand when you're crossing over. Secondly, some DJs prefer scratching with the crossfader in reverse. This is also known as hamster style. Old school battle DJs are known to scratch this way because the crossfader is oriented in the same direction as their channel fader. Early DJ mixers back in the 1980s that DJs would battle with in competitions sometimes only had a channel fader instead of a crossfader. Having the crossfader in reverse also helps you to achieve open fader scratch techniques like flares and orbits much easier. But this technique does take some getting used to, and it's not for everyone. So those are some basic settings with the crossfader that you can experiment with. Do you prefer low tension or high tension? Shallow curve or sharp curve? What about hamster style? Let us know what you use in the comment section below. If you want to find out more about the DJM S5 2-channel scratch mixer or see more products from Pioneer DJ, be sure to visit us on our website, pioneerdj.com, or catch us on our social media channels at Pioneer DJ USA. Thank you for watching.